Hello, Capricorn. How y'all doing? Thank you for returning to my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Sarah from Divinely You, and this is your weekly oracle and energy report for this week of the solstice. Today is the solstice, the day that I'm recording this. So it's the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and the first day of our summer season. It is also Cancer season, so it is watery. And I'll admit Cancer is not my favorite season, but I am determined to learn lessons from it. So what's going on with Capricorn? Well, Pluto is still retrograde in Capricorn. We still have Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aries, and Venus, as well as Uranus, but Venus making some waves in Taurus. I feel like that's kind of the biggest, most evident energy is the Venus in Taurus, causing relationship, money, values, self-worth, really a lot of, Taurus is an earth sign, so it's, creating some shifts and changes in those areas. And you might be even seeing that in your own world. We're definitely seeing that in the bigger world. And of course, Uranus in Taurus means earthly, strange things happening with the earth. We've got that. And trying to tune in a little bit and see what I can gather. There are just so many lessons I feel like coming up. That's the big word that seems to be coming through, is all of the lessons, opportunities for learning, opportunities for growth. And I'm not just talking about higher learning, although that could be a component of it, but I feel like there's a lot of things coming up with learning and growth with regard to relationships, with regards to emotions, with regards to shifting how you are in relationships, how you are in your self-worth, in your value towards yourself. And so it just seems like there's a lot of lessons right now. So there's a lot of opportunity to grow and learn and evolve. And that's kind of what we're here to do. And, you've got that grounded earthiness about you. But even the most grounded of us, may have some upheaval in going through an evolution or a growth process. And now we're going to add that emotional part of Cancer season. So, connecting to the earth, getting into the grass, getting into the dirt, and really grounding in order for those lessons, those higher self lessons to sort of work their way through you, is really what I am feeling. Let's pull from Sacral Chakra Oracle deck. This has quickly become like my favorite deck to pull from. And I actually have been messaging the creators, and they are amazing. They had so much fun doing this deck, and the artwork is stunning. That may be why I really like it, because it's just, the artwork is very pretty. It's very stunning. It's very colorful and vibrant. And anyway, I could brag about this deck for a while. It's made by the Xen Goddesses. I have them listed below in the description box if you're interested in getting a hold of this deck or checking out the Xen Goddesses. And we got, expression. I love this. This is great. Expression. So our sacral chakra is our sexual energy center. It is also our creative energy center. So maybe this is coming up for you in like maybe some relationships or some sort of commitments have had to go in order for you to tap into your creativity. That's definitely been coming up for a lot of signs this week, is just really tapping in and zeroing in lasering in on that creativity and expression. I believe this card in the booklet, it talks about it being about your wardrobe or your, you know, your accessories or whatever. And maybe that's part of it, but I really feel like this is creative. And of course there's creative self-expression, right? And really learning more about what you want to present, how you want to present yourself. And that can also be affected by who you're spending time with, right? Because if we are drowning in, you know, some other people's shitty shit, that can really hamper our ability to express ourselves in the way that we want, or to show up in the way that we want. And so, yeah, that's pretty brilliant. I think to piggyback that, I'm going to dive into the Ancient Feminine Wisdom deck and see what comes out of that as maybe a way of support or guidance for you this week. Let's see what we got here. Doing card pulls a little more authentically. I don't know if I like it or not. We'll see. We'll see if people comment. Okay, we got Molkai. I don't think I've ever pulled this one before. Fate. Ooh. Ooh. Fate. Wow. With the combined with the expression card, there's something about it's funny because fate is usually an eclipse, not a solstice, but that's okay. But there's something to this about the fates decided that it's about expression and maybe less about external things, external relationships, external situations. Because like I said, this one's about self-expression. This is like you are in this space of like, it's how you choose to present yourself that's going to decide your fate. Because you know, there are opportunities, you know, Jupiter's in Aries, Aries, the beginning of the zodiac. So we're rewriting stories, right? And Jupiter is abundance and expansion. And so, yeah, the expansion to self-express and the expansion of tapping into your creativity as a way of maybe like this, there's already a chosen path for you. And there's always like clearing along the way, right? There's always like a process of letting go of shit that no longer serves you as a way of sort of moving through to the up leveling or the evolution of how you are, or your purpose, your mission, and how it's chosen for you. I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm getting from that. What a powerful read. Amazing. That's very amazing. Wow. Okay. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before from that deck. So that's interesting. I hope that was helpful. I do have a couple of announcements. I'm actually going to be taking an astrology class starting the 1st of July. I'm super excited. And actually it's somebody I know, a friend of mine who is a Capricorn who's teaching the class. I have him listed below. Fixed Air Moon, Bryan Scarborough, is teaching the class, and I'm excited. I get all of my astrology from his reports and other forecasts and self-study, but I'm super excited to actually like learn the stuff, learn in the astrology for myself, and so that I can provide more clarity in these reports and just, you know, other things. So I'm really excited. So thanks, Bryan, for putting that out there, putting that opportunity out there. I'm also going to be reopening my Etsy shop, and I thought I would show you a couple products that will be in the Etsy shop. These are crocheted scrubbies that I made, and there's a set of 4 of them: yellow, pink, orange, turquoise. and they're like a nylon-y yarn that has a scrubby texture to it. And then they have like a little hanger. And so those will be available, a set of 4 of them for $15 in the Etsy shop. And then my mom is going to be joining forces with me, and she, among many things that my mom knits, she does these knitted towel toppers with the little button so you can like put it over your oven handle and all that. And so she does many different kinds of these. So those will be available in the Etsy shop. There'll be tons of other stuff because we actually have quite a sizable inventory of knitted and crocheted items to sell and share with the world. So I'm excited that that's going to be happening. I will be dropping that link in my description box on my videos as soon as I have that up and running. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please leave me a comment so I know if you love this video, or if you're like, nope, that didn't resonate. You know, do it a different way or whatever. And so I appreciate you, sending you a ton of love, and have a great week. Stop recording now.